What's going on, guys? Welcome back, and today I just wanted to give my thoughts on these new LEGO Marvel Infinity Saga sets that have been, announced, um, and, or the pictures for these sets have been now released to the public, and I gotta say, these all suck. Like, I'm just really not impressed with these, and I mean, it's just kind of a problem that I have with Lego as a whole, but only two of these sets are actually new, and a bunch of these are just remakes of old sets. So ugh, let's just go through these. Um, I guess first let's go with the small one, this Captain America set where we have a new Age of Ultron version of Cap. I mean, it looks cool, but why did we need that version? Why don't we have I don't know, maybe a stealth suit Winter Soldier Cap or some other new unique version of Cap, and not Age of Ultron Cap again, who came in 10 billion sets, and then he's got a bad looking motorcycle, but it's a junior set, so I'll be fair to it, but it just looks kind of crappy. The Hydra agent looks really stupid. What is with Lego? Why? This is just a remake of the 2012 set, which, I mean, I never got it, but it looked better than this. It looked actually kind of cool. This just looks kind of stupid. I don't really know who wants that. Then we have the Benatar, the new Benatar, because, we have to make another version of this set, even though this one is fine. I literally just took this picture of my copy of the 2018 one from Infinity War, and here it is again. It's just larger and more expensive. It looks more accurate and better built, but it's just a more expensive version that's less widely available for people to buy. The figures, I guess, are cool. We've got the new Groot with the more accurate colors or whatever. Mantis looks kind of the same as Guardians of the Galaxy, so I don't even know if she's new. There's Thor, who's in another one of the sets, but he doesn't have a belly, and it's kind of lame because it's we waited all these years. I mean, at least they used the Aquaman hair because that's what I used on my custom one back in the day. So at the very least, that's something that's cool to see. But seriously, no belly piece. You literally made a belly piece for Bomber from The Hobbit, and I actually used that for one of my custom versions of Thor. But what? We've literally made a belly piece before. You just apparently couldn't make it again now, even though you're putting him in two of the most expensive sets from this new wave of sets or whatever. Then there's Star-Lord, who has Superman's hair for some reason, which I don't think really works for him, and he has lighter blasters, even though those don't really look accurate. And it's just I mean, it doesn't look bad. I'll be fair to it, it looks like a nice set, but also it's not really an option for a lot of younger people who Lego directs its sets towards. So who's gonna get this? I don't think a lot of people are gonna be able to get this one, especially because there's already a more affordable, I say quote unquote more affordable because this one was pretty expensive, at least where I live as well, but this is the more affordable one, and here's this one. It's why, you literally made this 3 years ago. Who's gonna buy this one? If they already have this one, I already have this one. I don't need to buy this one. I have better things to spend money on. Why remake this ship? You already had a fine-looking one. That one looks fine. Why do you need to make it again? Money, of course. The Infinity Gauntlet, I mean, I don't think anyone except for super collector insane people are gonna buy this, but I'm not gonna get this. This looks kind of I mean, it looks okay, but who, there's no use for that. No one's gonna be able to get use out of this, so that one's just I have no comment. We have this Black Panther Dragonfly ship or something, and it's got Black Panther with the accurate purple color, although apparently Lego still cannot print onto the earpiece, even though they literally did for the first Black Panther minifigure in 2016. Apparently they still cannot print on the earpiece, And they also cannot give him a leg print. Literally, you just need some black legs with purple lines on them, but LEGO cannot give him leg printing, apparently. Shuri looks cool. I like that. They actually, like, I think that's a new hairpiece for her. I like the way that looks, but, like, I have no opinion on this set. Like, it's not even like a... It has some iconography about it that's appealing. Like, with the Black Panther movie, one of the main sets was kind of the... I think it was like the Razor ship, or it looked like the Gillette Razor, like that ship that they use primarily throughout the film. Like that one has some iconography to it because that's the ship they primarily use in the film. This isn't even like a memorable vehicle. Like, I'm not gonna buy this. I'm not gonna buy any of these, but like I don't think a lot of people are gonna want to buy this one, especially because it'll probably be insanely overpriced. Okay, Avengers Compound number 2. Because here's the original one. And I mean, I'll be fair, like, this set is kind of shitty. Like, Captain Marvel, not updated. Like, I remember people talking shit about this set back in the day. I mean, it is pretty lame, but yet again, they were doing it to avoid spoilers being released to the public, so I'll be fair about that. But, like, this doesn't really look any better, and I don't know why people are hyping it up so much. Once again, here's another look at Thor, and I don't know why they couldn't give him a belly piece once again. I mean, the printing and everything looks fine on him, but, like, why couldn't you make a belly piece? You did that for freaking Bomber from The Hobbit, who's, like, a character with, like, I don't know, less screen time than... He's not a protagonist, right? Okay, here we've got Thor, like, a main protagonist in multiple movies, and one of the main characters of this team-up movie, and, nope, we can't make him a belly piece, but we can make a random... background character from The Hobbit. We can give him a special belly piece, but not this character. Captain America, I guess, is new. There's Ant-Man, a new Ant-Man, I guess. Scarlet Witch looks terrible. She has, like, blonde eyebrows, brown hair, and purple powers or pink powers for some reason. Once again, can't print anything on the ears or the legs for Black Panther. Once again, a random... Iron Man, I guess that's the Mark 80 something from Endgame. I don't know if that's the new one or if that's the same one. And then the King of Stupidity. What is up with this guy? What is up with this Thanos? Like, what on earth? Who thought that looked good? Like, it's literally, like, let's look at this picture here in the corner. Like, that looks so bad. Like, people are hyping this up because, whatever, it's like a new Thanos. But it's like, if anything, like, I don't think I have an image of the 2018 one, which I own. But, like, here's the other one. At least that one kind of had facial features that resembled Thanos to some extent. But, like, this one, and, like, you know, he had armor on, so the proportions of the head were fair enough there because, like, the head was molded into it. But here we go. And they've made some weird, like, headpiece for Thanos, and he has a stud on his head, which looks really weird. The face doesn't even look like Thanos. And his head is disproportionately small with the rest of the body. People who are saying this looks better than the 20... I think they're high. Like, I think this looks awful. Like, this looks so stupid. Like, who thought this looked good? Like, the designers, like, they were like, people were complaining, and then they were like, they want him without the armor, and they're like, okay, well, I give him a tiny freaking head, and, like, like, I can't even look at that. Like, who at LEGO thought that was a good idea? That looks so stupid. Oh, and then the build for this set is just a remake of the 2019 one. The Ant-Man van looks kind of cool. I like that. That looks nice. There's like a cannon for some reason, which they did in Infinity War for no reason. And then it's just the compound, even though it's destroyed in the movie. Like, here's a piece of rubble. Why didn't you just make it like a bunch of pieces of rubble and not like the entire building like is intact? Because like that doesn't even make sense. It looks weird. Ugh. Just like what a crappy looking set. It's just like a crappy remake with, if anything, a worse looking Thanos. Like, that looks so terrible. I can't even look at that. Like, disproportionate head size. Stud on the head. Like, jeez. And then the last one is the only one that is basically like a new set that isn't like a remake, is the Ironmonger. this is based on the first Iron Man, obviously, and like Pepper is just like reusing a bunch of pieces, so she is like indistinguishable from Black Widow or Captain Marvel or any of the other Marvel female characters that Lego apparently thinks all look identical. I guess that's like one of the the Mark III Iron Man, which is cool because that's a kind of a iconic suit, I guess. And then like getting the Jeff Bridges character, like Obadiah Stane, that's cool. But holy crap, this looks awful. Why is it so big? This is the same size as like the Molten Man from Far From Home. And it's like the head looks nice, like the head looks cool, like that piece on its own looks cool, but like I don't know if it's like the angle or what, but like making the entire set be this build was a terrible idea. It looks way too big. This is really disproportionate. I don't know who thought this was a good idea. Like, it looks huge. Like, who... I don't understand Legos. Like, it's bigger than both the Hulkbuster and the War Machine Buster that they made up for the original wave of Endgame sets. Like, okay, the figures look okay in this set, but then there's like a box or something down there. Tony Stark built this in a cave with a box of scraps. Is that a meta reference? I think that's a meta reference. But like, other than this, there's just a box of scraps, and then this thing is way too big. Like, why does it look so big? It looks terrible. I don't know who thought that was a good idea. Like the thing is, like, the head and some of the aspects of it, like, they look okay, but the fact that it's so big, like, completely ruins the illusion of it actually, like, being an accurate, like, representation. Like, and that sucks, because I remember people talking this up for years, at the fact that they were going to make an Iron Man set, and here it is, and it's, like, a crappy version of it. Like, look at that. You can see, like, the red Technic pieces. Like, ugh. What an awful design there. What an awful, like, set. I'm so disappointed. So yeah, I'm not gonna buy any of these, probably. It's just a fact of Lego overpricing things and all this, and it's like people are acting like they're updating the minifigures and these are like amazing or something. Like they're really, you know, whatever. They're like really remaking these and doing their best, but like there's so little effort put into these sets, it feels like. The only one that I'd say actually looks nice from a set perspective is the Benatar, but even then it's like a cynical remake of an already good set to make more money. Like, kids can't afford this. Like, this is going to be like $200 or something. This one looks shitty, but it's like a kid's set, so fine. No one's going to buy this. Nobody even remembers what this is. And Black Panther, I don't care what people say, still looks crappy. Because Lego can't make a good Black Panther. This set is another crappy remake. The only good thing is the Ant-Man van. And then we've got Mr. Studhead over here. Like, looking like a weird gumdrop. And then we've got, you know, a giant Jeff Bridges robot that's way too big. Oh man, what an awful like wave of set. I'm so sad that this is what they've done. Like, you know, we could have gone back to like some of the movies and made some like cool scenes, like I don't know, the racetrack scene from Iron Man 2 and actually made like an Ivan Vanko figure, or you know, gone back to like Winter Soldier and made like a cool Winter Soldier set and made a Winter Soldier Falcon minifigure, and like I don't know, done a bunch of cool stuff. But here we go, and we've got like basically the same set again, but with like a worse looking Thanos with like a weird stud head. And then like, oh wow, they put purple lines on Black Panther. What an improvement. Wow, purple lines instead of blue. They're really like upgrading these sets. Like, no. Like, why remake them? Like, they have like marginal improvements. This one looks better, but it's way too expensive. I'm looking at this from like a money perspective. The fact that where I live in Canada, these sets are insanely priced. And I'm sure in America they will also be overpriced. People in America complain about them being overpriced, but here I am sitting here. This is going to be like $250 or something. Like, this is gonna be $200. Like, these sets are, like, insanely overpriced. I don't know who thought this was a good idea. I'm not gonna buy any of these because I don't want to support Lego's, like, crappy remakes without actually improving it. Like, it's a crappy like, all these sets are, except for the Ironmonger, which still looks crappy after all the years of build up for an Iron Man set. It looks crappy. And all these other sets are just crappy remakes that no one wanted when we had a perfectly fine set. Look at that. Looks perfectly fine. But now we have to have this giant, oversized hunk of Lego with Superman Chris Pratt. I know that these are going to be like hot takes for a lot of people. A lot of people are going to be like, what? How could you think this? But, like, seriously, Lego, you couldn't have done better than this. You couldn't have done any better. Nope. They just want money out of our pockets, and they're going to make crappy sets. So that's pretty much all. Those are pretty much my thoughts on these Avengers Infinity Saga sets or whatever. I'm just, like, disappointed in Lego. They couldn't have done any better than this. Like, these just look so crappy. Lego Marvel has just gone down the drain. Yeah, you guys, please let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Whatever your thoughts are, please let me know them all in the comments below once again. And, of course, as always, I hope you guys have a great day. Take care. Bye.